This is a serious time. This is a serious, serious time. Matthew 24:7 tells us famines, pestilence, earthquakes all over the place. And yet these are just the beginning of sorrows. Matthew 24:8. Famine meaning lack of food, lack of good food, and whatever remains, the price is sky high, that the regular public, most people would not be able to afford it. That is what famine really means. Pestilence meaning epidemics, pandemics. Have you all been looking at the news? Measles all over the place, bird flu all over the place, RSV all over the place, flus that are killing people. Now some may say this has been going on all the time. Not so. Not to the extent that it's going on today. What's going on in the wind? What's going on with the airplanes? You see, when the Bible tells us about earthquakes, yes, it means earthquakes literally. And if you're following the news, you will see that there are earthquakes all over the place, all over the world. But also there are natural disasters happening all over. Is it that there's something contrary in the wind causing all of these things to happen with planes? I can't say, but I know that there are natural disasters all over. And I know, just like Matthew 24:38 tells us, people are continuing to make merry, people are continuing to eat and drink, having a good time, business as usual, up until the day that Noah entered the ark. Friends, we are about to enter the ark because, as the scripture tells us, we are in the beginning of sorrows. The sign of pestilence, the sign of famine, the sign of earthquakes and natural disasters, they are the key element telling us that we are in the birth pain time, which means it's just a short matter of time that the Lord will in fact return. We have to keep on praying for the lost. We have to keep on occupying, which means doing business, because He will return for us. What we cannot do is just pretend that nothing is happening. What we cannot do is stop occupying. What we cannot do is find ourselves out there in the world in this dire midnight hour. Yes, the Bible does tell us that there's pleasure in sin for a season, but that season is very, very short. And I can tell you from being out there, this is how the devil operates. He will dangle something shiny in the world. It will have a desire in you. It will produce a desire in you to chase after it. And just like a fisherman's lure, a fisherman's hook, when you bite the bait, he has you. The devil has you. And that is how it works. But even if that has happened to you, today is the day to call out to Jesus. Because even if you find yourself in a bad situation where it seems that you can't come back, I promise all you have to do is call on Him and He will come and He will rescue you. Now is a serious time. Now is the time that people have to turn from the world and turn to the Lord.